Chiaki's dead.
Kyoko's dead.
Kyoko's dead.
Mick's will to live is dead.
Alright.
Sounds about right. So let's start the episode.
Alright, let's mute up. Wait a minute. Are you serious? We're gonna...
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I was sure she wasn't behind all this.
You lied for her.
I won't tell you not to let it sting.
Kyosuke.
You've gotta be fucking kidding me. All good things must come to an end.
Munakata, please.
We don't get a count this time on how many people are
We owe it to her
alive.
to listen. Where's the harm in that? Stab wounds are situated in easily accessible areas of the body. In other words, suicide is the only logical conclusion that fits the facts. She can't have been serious.
You see, nobody was actually murdered.
One was there. One was there. In fact, I think that's true of every crime scene. Yeah, wherever we found a victim, there was always a monitor. Of course, that doesn't explain the role they played.
The monitor brainwashed them into committing suicide. And that's what's gonna lead in for the despair arc for the group suicide.
All right, Munakata.
I'd like to go on record saying this is a terrible idea. I get what you're doing, but if you're right, you're dead.
It'll all be fine, Asahina. Why else do you think I'd have Munakata tie me up like this?
Still not the most foolproof plan.
She'd be pissed at me if it had. I would never dishonor her memory like that. I made a promise to my little sister. I told her I'd come and get her once this was all over.
Aww. Danganronpa has the balls to kill off Naegi right now.
Come on, being the attacker ain't that bad. Get this. Believe it or not, the job.
Stop looking at it.
Live. It's a recording.
Now pay close attention.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Naegi. You're still alive.
Sayaka?
You're such a liar. Remember you swore to get me out alive? What happened there?
This is all your fault.
But I...
Naegi. It should have been you who was killed instead of us.
But I just wanted everyone to be... No! Please!
No, he's getting out of the wire.
That's the way. Join us, Naegi.
Yes, yes, join us.
Do it, Naegi.
Sure. On my way.
the man who defeated Junko Enoshima. If you think I'm gonna let you kill yourself,
He is alive.
you're dumber than you look. Hear me, you little punk? Not now. Not ever.
I cannot believe I'm happy to see him now. How are you awake, though?
Are you even? How are you still awake? Cut off your arm? That's one way, I guess.
Figured I could make the scene before it happened. Who did this? What sicko piece of shit thinks this is entertaining?
That I don't know.
They're about to win the game, though, so if nobody shows up
They
dead.
wouldn't even have to be here for it to work.
All the horrible things we've done to smoke out the killer, and it's been us? Son of a bitch!
Just don't die. Just don't die, because you're about to win the game.
Don't let me stop you. Just don't expect me to help either.
I mean, like, the man cut his arm off. You can't really be...
No kidding.
They just won the game, though. As long as another body doesn't show up.
Oh, snap! Kyoko's theory was bang on.
Apart from me, there's only one human being capable of altering this facility's machinery. Who knows it like the back of his hand. He warned me. Told me that in a manner of speaking, the attacker was all of us. I
Tengen.
refused to believe him. Have I told you? Chisa Yukizome was with the remnants as well.
No.
But she was my teacher. I know. She was part of
Not
the
really.
undercover
You never
investigation
went to
help
class,
Pete
but
while
okay.
we were there.
Well, damn. Guess I'm a despair. Wish I could find the humor in... This is what I get for letting Enoshima off the hook.
Munakata, please. He's out there trying to save you. Go to him. He's not the enemy.
The hell? There's still 3 minutes left and yet they're playing the end credits theme? They won the game. Is he dead?
Forgive me. Seems I'm always too late.
I'm sorry, but it wasn't me.
No, I wasn't accusing you.
Blame Junko Enoshima! She used my technology!
Junko Enoshima? What are you talking about?
It's Tengen.
Now that was an episode.
That was definitely an episode. Can I just say that Danganronpa has a weird... Danganronpa is pretty much one of the only series that I've been able to see where it has made me absolutely despise a character and then make me love them very quickly. It did it with Fuyuhiko, and it did it again with Sakakura. I'm actually remembering his name now. That's how much I care about him.
That's how you know he likes the character.
I actually
He
remember his
remembers the
goddamn name. I remember his name now.
How does it feel seeing Chihiro die a fourth time?
Oh my god, we'll get to that scene. We'll get to that scene.
Listen, I was like, this is kind of fucking hilarious.
Oh my god. We'll get to that scene. Okay, so they won the game, and now all the suspicions on Mitsurai because his technology is what led Junko to basically destroy the world. So, you guys want to go through the episode?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's talk about how this episode starts.
Yeah.
With us seeing what happens after they finally open the door.
It cut to black. It cut to white in the game and in the anime. It's like you never get to see what's on the other side of that door, and now we do.
As I said,
they just opened the door to Kingdom Hearts.
2 games and an entire anime later for them to actually show this scene.
Yeah.
Yes, finally, Kingdom Hearts. Oh shit, it is darkness. Fuck, Ansem was right.
Yeah, we don't get an opening video, so we didn't get to see the count. But I see why you guys were saying it's like, oh, Sakakura he could have survived that stab, but
that man
Rules
did
of
survive that
Danganronpa.
I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit.
See a dead body.
I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit on that, but okay, I'll accept it. The man was stabbed worse than Sayaka was.
Well, here's the thing. He was stabbed not in a... it's still a very dangerous area. He's definitely either going to survive with very large complications or die very quick from blood loss. But that was a cauterized blade. That wound cauterized almost instantly.
True. It was a cauterized blade that made the cut. So it's like getting cut with a lightsaber almost, where it's like it's an instant cauterization of the wound.
Yeah, it hurts like hell, but you'll live.
The man pulled a saw 6 pound of flesh, and he pulled a pound of flesh mixed with Dr. Gordon.
My man cut his arm off and saved the day.
My name is Sakakura. I'm a boxer.
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I was sure she wasn't behind all this.
Now that I know this is, like, if I watched...
Bullshit?
Oh my god, dude. I feel like, okay, one potential way that you can watch this is watching Despair all the way through before watching Future, but then you don't know who these characters are and why they're going to be important, and it definitely was way better flipping back and forth.
I won't tell you not to let it sting. That said...
One thing I like about this scene, though, is the fact that they're playing the music from the end of the first game. They are playing the music that happens when the door opens. It definitely feels like a continuation of that scene. Fuck you. I like you.
Hey!
Why?
Hey! You can't hate her. Remember what happened to her.
I know, but just...
She did help get Chucky killed.
Fuck you, Junko. Fuck Junko.
There we go. Fuck Junko. She literally did nothing wrong. She was just trying to help her students.
By the same logic, I can't be mad at her by the same logic of I can't be like if I don't blame the group from 2 for what they did, I can't blame her because it's the same situation.
Goddamn Junko Enoshima.
All good things must come to an end. So we find out that Tengen was right and that everyone is the attacker.
Hold on.
It's suicide.
Liam was losing his shit because you said, I think everyone's the traitor. Liam was like, fuck, how are you so close? The man was shook that you were so close to the correct answer.
Yeah, he's so upset. You have no idea. I'm the one that's supposed to be sneaking in references to future events, not you.
I thought about that idea almost immediately, but then I thought it's like, it feels like that's something that I don't know. I just throw out a lot of ideas and I don't know which one's going to stick, but I'm glad that at least one of the ideas was correct. They decide to tie Makoto up and basically say, hey, we're going to test this. He wakes up, Monokuma plays his Monokuma theater, and then this scene...
Zawaldo!
I'm not sure if you remember, but I said in your DR2 playthrough that the most despair-inducing thing in the entire franchise was Monokuma Theater.
He did say that. He did say that.
Okay, I need to talk about things that I picked up on in this. Like, so allow me to analyze this first. All right,
Mick, analysis.
Analyze? Hold on, analyze? That's my job.
When I saw Sayaka, I lost it, dude.
So like the Tokyo Ghoul opening.
I like the idea of Sayaka and Kyoko both basically saying that you should join us because if you think about it, Makoto was at the center of both of their deaths. Because in both their cases, Makoto could have died in the other's place in order to save them. But he didn't. In both of their places.
That's right, Makoto Baka. Your kawaii desu idol girlfriend is here. I can't. That hurts my soul doing that. Ow. I physically felt that pain.
The art style in this scene is amazing. Oh, when the other guys showed up, we see everyone show up, including, like, Chihiro, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like where this is going with any of these. But it's like, when I saw Chihiro, I'm like, oh shit, I'm especially not gonna like where this goes. And it's all the characters who died. It's only the characters who died that show up. Nobody else shows up.
Why are you still alive, Naegi?
Yeah, right? You're the one who deserves to die.
Naegi, it should have been you who was killed instead of us.
What they're saying is kind of true, because if Makoto died in either of their places, because if Sayaka didn't fuck up, here's the thing, if Sayaka's plan went full circle, Makoto could have taken the fall for her and Sayaka would have lived. And then when it came to Kyoko, if Makoto died, her forbidden action would never have triggered and she would have survived to the end.
Here's the problem with Sayaka living, though. Unless she went after Chihiro or Hifumi, it was never going to work.
Oh, no, absolutely. Like, absolutely. She picked a really dumb target with Leon.
Like, even if she would have went after Toko, all of a sudden, Genocided Jack comes out and fucks her up.
Yeah, she goes up, she picks Junko up. What do you know? It's Mukuro. She picks Sakura up. Sakura is Sakura. Hina and Mondo would have fucked her up. Like, the only people that she could possibly be, Celeste, maybe, with the element of surprise, but the thing is, Celeste is too smart for that. She might have gotten Yasuhiro. I will say that. She might have gotten Yasuhiro.
Nah, what do you mean? Don't you remember Yasuhiro predicted that would happen? He's not going in there.
That's true.
If I go in this room, I'm gonna die. This way.
Wait, so you guys are saying if Sayaka killed Makoto, then she couldn't have killed anyone else?
No, we're saying that if her plan had worked and it was Leon who ended up in that shower and she gave some sob story to Makoto, he could have died in her place and she would have lived. And everybody else would have been executed. But because Sayaka's an idiot and... Wait, you wonder whose execution?
I wonder what a group execution would look like. That'd be crazy that during the next Dangan game, you start the game thinking you're one class of characters, you get the trial wrong and everyone dies, and you move on to immediately to
Instead of getting a game over, you actually have to see the execution. Instead of getting the game...
No, I'm saying like as a story beat. Like as a story, the cast that you just spent time with all dies.
I swear to God, if that's actually...
a different cast in the same game.
Considering I know the first trial, considering I know the first trial of V3, yikes.
Kadaka, we're giving you ideas for 4.
I hate that you get to see how each person died. Like Leon, for a second, like when I saw that, I'm like, oh wait, that looks like the poison. But no, now thinking about when I saw the rest of them, I'm like, oh no, that was because of the baseballs. And then you see Taka brain dead because he got hit with the hammer. Celeste is on fire. Sakura is poisoned. And Hifumi's Mondo is butter. And Chihiro's just hanging. That's so fucked.
Well, you can blame Yakuya for that one.
Listen, as fucked up as Chihiro just hanging there is, it's just taken away by the fact that Mondo is just butter.
There's Mondo butter all over the ground.
Despair. How did he get out his instrument?
Yeah.
Right here. Okay, so you see that he makes a cut there, and the
No,
tear.
there wasn't.
I see it.
Oh, yeah,
You
I
see it? You see it there?
Oh, yeah, there it is. Alright, never mind.
I think this might be Bryce's best acting in the series.
I will say this though, why didn't you guys tie him up like us, like Akane? Just two across.
Join us. Join us.
Do it, Naegi.
One of us. One of us.
This is the most fucked thing I think I've seen. Because, oh my god, why Kirigiri had to die? It's like, look, I hate Sayaka, but I understand how much her death hurt him. And seeing this shit hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea
You're the man.
how happy I am you did not see this scene beforehand.
What do you mean?
Makoto about to kill himself.
Oh, well, why would I have seen that beforehand?
Because it's surprisingly...
It's a really popular clip on YouTube.
It
It is surprisingly easy to find.
Yeah, I saw it out
Shockingly
of context.
I
And I had no intention of watching the 3 anime beforehand, but as soon as I saw that scene, I decided to binge watch the entire 3 anime.
The man pulled a mix of Dr. Gordon and a pound of flesh and cut his own arm off. Here's the scary thing. He might not have gone to sleep, but if he looked at the monitor, he could have ended up still killing himself.
Because he didn't have a bangle, no monitor by him would activate, so as long as he wasn't by anybody, he would have been fine.
But because he was by Makoto, he was able to save him rather than...
Yeah, he just happened to walk past the hallway at the exact right time.
After that.
You know, the knife really had nothing to do with Gozu's murder.
I mean, he stabbed himself in the eye.
Yeah, but he didn't have to. Like, literally, they just did it so that way, oh, I guess I have to use the knife.
This one's fucked. She uses the knife, she sticks the knife into the wall and starts banging herself onto the wall.
What are we supposed to do now? It's all a shell game. We've been manipulated from some unknown other place.
You know what? I'm happy Ian Sinclair voices him now. I used to hate it. Now that I like him, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that.
Don't worry, he gets another arm. He'll start ripping out people's souls.
He'll Grim Reaper his way out of this one. No, he won't.
No, he won't, because we see him die at the end of the episode.
Yeah. So they investigate and figure out what's been going on and that they were right. And then they find out that Sakakura's turning the power off. And that Tengen is apparently behind a lot of stuff right now. Which would make sense. Considering the broadcast was going out to the entire world at Hope's Peak, that's more brainwashing. That's a lot more brainwashing going on.
So far, that's 2 members. No, yeah, 2 members 100% confirmed to be working with Junko, and then technically you can count Sakakura because he was hiding the truth.
Yeah.
So the Future Foundation isn't as squeaky clean as we wanted to believe.
I never thought it was. Hell, even UDG implied that Future Foundation, despite being kind of the good guys, Future Foundation ain't clean. Like, even UDG showed a lot of the fact that people really do not like a lot of aspects of the Future Foundation. Even aside from the fact that they've been effective against the Despairs.
Yeah, and just think about it. The people in UDG didn't know that they were that they had people that were part remnants of Despairs.
Yeah. They convinced Munakata to run to his boyfriend, and we have to skip all of this because copyright, the music plays for this entire scene for some reason. Even though it doesn't need to.
basically the end credits. So they work this in as the end credits instead of like doing actual Danny line end credits. This man has stabbed both people who love him.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So the entire building collapsed and they're just trying to get some people out of there. Then they turn on Mitarai. I'm curious to see where this is going. But I have no idea. So I think
we'll find out in the next episode. But before that, we have to take a final deep dive into despair.
All right. That's where we leave it.